Good morning, Hawaii. Welcome back. Time now 6:46. What if there was a book that could help you improve your relationships, reach your business goals, even obtain wealth? A local author, businessman, and father has written such a book, and we're going to talk about that right now. Scott Hogle, longtime friend of mine,
yes,
co-worker. We've worked together at iHeartRadio for nearly 2 decades now, and during that time, you have been extremely successful at bringing profits and success to that company, and in your own personal life as well. And you've turned that now into a book. Tell me about Persuade.
Well, thank you. And let me just first say thanks so much for having me here this morning. I have over 2 decades of experience that I put in the book. And the book is 7 chapters long. The first 3 chapters are focused on relationships, the law of connection, the law of listening, and the law of relationship. And the reason I thought it was so important to start focusing on relationships is because the key to success really in any endeavor in life is really relationships, and it's the ability to connect with people.
And not just connect with people in business, but starting with your personal relationships at home and with people that you meet and communicate with on a daily basis. You spend a long time in the book just talking about that.
Yeah, you know, Persuade's not your typical book. I've intentionally filled it with stories of life and love, family and friends, and definitely how-to strategies to help people become more successful. But here's what we know. The most important conversations we ever have, they're not financial in nature. And it's a teacher learning to get a student's heart and mind to open up so they can receive knowledge. It's a leader leading in a way so people will follow. Yes, sellers selling so people will buy. And in our business that we were also in, it's singers getting fans to buy their albums. So they're not always financial relationships, they're personal relationships and personal communications and connections that are so important.
You talk about in the book how humans spend most of our lives trying to persuade other people, whether it's to get us to like us or to give us something or to maybe buy something that we're selling. You talk about how using our basic instinct to persuade can be successful for us.
Yeah, you know, from cradle to grave, we're all in the persuasion business. We all have this inbred instinct to pursue what we want. And here's the irony of it. In order to get what we want, we often have to put others first, and that's putting their needs ahead of ours. And it's kind of a little bit what our parents taught us, the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And when you start there, that's where your influence begins to grow, and then you can lead on to persuasion from there.
Scott, the book came out yesterday. It's already #1 on Amazon's book list. It's one of just 5% of the books ever published in the world that got bought by one of the world's biggest bookstores. Congratulations.
Thank you very much
on that.
Thank you.
There's lots of great insight in there. You've actually reached out to a number of business executives from around the world too. Looking forward to having a copy of that on my desk soon. Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, pick up a copy of Persuade, Amazon bookstores, Barnes & Noble, anywhere books are sold. It's in stores now. It's been out a day, and it is going off shelf, so hope you pick one up. 6:49, Good Morning Hawaii. We'll be right back with more of your top stories in just a few minutes. Stay with us.